Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Zenidel. I'm Zen, and today we're going to have a little fun in Literature Club. Doki Doki Literature Club, to be exact. And let's just get started because I'm super excited to play this game. Mostly because of the warnings in the intro. So, starts right off. It tells you this game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. It says nothing about those who are disturbed, so I think we're good there. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. So that goes for anyone watching. If you think you might not have a safe experience watching or playing, then, just give the video a pass, and hopefully you enjoy some of the other games that I play on this channel. So for content warnings, visit ddlc.mo-warning. Alright. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age. Yes, unfortunately. And you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. Do I sell my soul to the Literature Club? Yep, I agree. Okay. So, all I've seen of this game is actually the warning. I saw the warning, and I usually don't play these types of games, but for some reason I saw the warning and I had to play it, I wanted to see what was so, psychologically unsafe about this game. So let's just start a new game, and my name, as I said, is Zen, and let's go. It's kind of funny though, because I'm playing a Mystic Messenger on my phone right now, and my favorite character on there, one of them is Zen, and he's a guy, so it's kind of interesting. So, hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor, a good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Yeah, I don't blame you. I actually think we're a guy in this, so it kind of works that my name is both. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Aw, what a nice guy. She's breathing hard. All that running. She overslept again. Yeah, well, that's what alarms are for. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. We're sassy, I like that. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Zen. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Harsh, but honest. I like that. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. She's kind of funny though, I like her. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled, with other students making their daily commute. Increasingly speckled. Okay. By the way, Zen, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did, in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. So basically, he walked along and just nodded, sure, and she just kept talking. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average, while spending my free time on games and anime. What a life. Uh-huh. I was talking about how worried I am that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Wow, have a little faith in me. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. I actually don't know what a NEET is, so if any of you know what a NEET is, tell me in the comments. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I might get these voices a little better going on. I need to get like a feel for the character before I can get the voices right. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind, at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. That's nice, we're a nice guy. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. This is a line you see in a lot of books, and like YA books or whatever, and it's such a cop-out. School is never over before you know it. School is just like a drag. It's like if they wrote, oh, school was as ordinary and boring as ever. It went on forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever, and now it's finally over, thank God. You know, that would make more sense. It's never just over before you know it. Even when I have had half days, I'd be like, is this half day over yet? Anyway, we'll keep going. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Oh, is there anything that can get me out of this chair right now and moving? Because I don't really want to sit here all day, but I just can't bring myself to get up either. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club, since all I like is video games and anime. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Okay, you don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to join your club. I didn't read that right, but you guys see what it says. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed a club, she inherited the title vice president. So basically, she just joined so she could get an easy VP spot. I got it. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Aw, but reading is so fun. I'm reading right now. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. I get to watch stuff, I don't actually have to read it. Come on, please? Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Oh yeah, funny. Don't make promises you can't keep. Good life advice. Never make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. She's a girl, so she probably had this all planned out, so yeah. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I called it. Yep. You definitely sold your soul. I have no idea still what this game's about, but with a warning that, with the warning like what it had in the beginning, you're probably in some deep frosting there, so, yeah. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, but generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you don't call me new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Zen, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry? He's just distracted by all the beautiful girls in this room. Natsuki? Huh. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. I love her hair, by the way. I should dye my hair purple. Ah, well, it's nice meeting you both. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Zen. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come, sit down, Zen. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? See, Yuri's nice. I like Yuri so far. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Do we get to pick who we sit next to? Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cat ears. Meow! The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Aw, that's adorable. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs the first one. Or, grabs one first. Then Monica, and I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full, and has already managed to get icing on her face. Aw, adorable. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. That's true, I hate cupcakes. I will actually, I like to cut the cupcake in half, and then I'll put the bottom on top of the frosting and make like a whoopie pie. I don't really eat cupcakes anymore, but that's how I used to do it, and I hate messy food, and so, yeah. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Aw, she wants to know if we like it. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good, he says through a mouthful. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? Yeah, from like every anime girl that has a crush on a guy ever. I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for you know, you, dummy. Alright, chill. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. See, the guys never understand. It's so obvious, and they just don't get it. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. I don't think the boy version of us is much of a reader. I read a lot. I read all the time. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider joining the literature club? If I add words, just go with it. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club just last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica's really a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. Oh, look how we're being so insightful. I like this. You could put it that way. I don't know why, but Monica gives me the creeps. It's just, I don't know if it's her hair or her eyes or her mouth always being open, but something about her is just, yeah. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Well, it sounds like she didn't work that hard to find Sayori. Sayori's just like, if I join this club fast enough, I'll get vice president. And, yeah, she just landed her spot. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Because so far it seems like Yuri's the only one who is actually into literature, so we'll see. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Zen, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Aw. Well, that can change. Yeah, that can always change. Anyone can just pick up a book and start reading, and if it's a book that fits them, they'll enjoy it. That's usually the problem, is that most people just don't find a book that suits them, and so then it's not fun or interesting for them to read. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Aw, you want to change for a girl, it's so cute. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. I'm actually all for Yuri. We have the same taste in literature, so let's see what else she has to say. She seemed so so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Are we this? I think me and Yuri are the same person here. I love psychological books. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Is she just saying how, like, the writer thinks the readers are stupid, so they just know exactly how to play on that? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once, 10 years ago. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I actually wrote a horror story recently and published it. I'm super excited about that. Not that, it's a big deal or anything, but maybe Yuri will read my book one day. You never know. Ugh, I hate horror. Okay, Natsuki. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually write. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give me it back. Fine, fine. I think everyone likes picking it on the little girl. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess, sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet. Zen, who doesn't read, is already calling her out. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. Very true. You shouldn't write for other people. You should write for yourself. And then if you have the courage to share that with the world, then, that's a plus. If you just want to keep it to yourself, then it's good to just write out your feelings sometimes. Just get it out there. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Yuri's like, why did I open my mouth again? I guess it's the same for Yuri. Shut up, Zen. It's not like you wrote anything and are sharing it with the class. You just read manga. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. Well, I don't see you writing anything either. Sayori. I forgot her name for a second. We all sit in silence for a moment, realizing that nobody has shared anything they've written. If they write at all. Some literature club. Okay. I have an idea for everyone. Ooh. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it, Sayori says. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. How long has this been a literature club if they've never ever shared their writing with each other? Isn't that right, Zen? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. I just came here for a cupcake. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Like, we just put so much effort into getting you to join this club. We spilled our hearts out about what kind of books we like, and about how we all are not very confident writers, and everything, and you just like, wow. But, I'm sorry, I thought, Zen, I'm defenseless against all these girls. You should still just bounce out now. I mean, you don't like books, and these girls like books, so. it kind of... There's the only reason that you would join, I think, is so far you think they're all cute, which is not a reason to join a club. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, I called it. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Oh my gosh, you really shouldn't join a club though, just because the girls are cute. That is not a good reason to join the club. Even if you start dating one of them, you still don't like the same things that they like. So you guys are not going to have anything in common. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yay, we changed him. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayuri wrapped her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super PO'd. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Zen, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Zen, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. Alright guys, that's where I'm going to end it for today. I hope everyone had a great time watching me play Doki Doki Literature Club. If you want to see more, please consider subscribing. I'll have new episodes of this out very soon. And leave me a comment. I don't care if it's good or bad. I will respond to everybody. And I look forward to hearing from you guys. So, until next time, bye-bye! Oh, and don't forget to write a poem.